Alright, so continuing our Boros Burn Bootcamp, since I really didn't get a definitive answer one way or the other whether we should be playing Darcy or traditional Boros, because, well, the poll was tied. No matter what time I looked at it, it seemed to always have a tie, so we're going to continue to work on this because I really didn't feel like putting too much effort into the Darcy list right now, as I'm only going to be streaming for a short time tonight, so this will be a relatively short video. 2, maybe 3 matches. Not really a whole lot of changes to the deck. I cut a Lightning Helix, added the Skewer, still kept the 2 Skull Cracks in the main, see how that feels. We're still running the 20 lands, Goblin Guide, Monastery, Swift Spear, Eidolon. Nothing too fancy, whole bunch of 4-ofs other than the Skull Crack Lightning Helix split. Sideboard, couple Path to Exile for creatures that are problematic, whether it be Tarmogoyf's Death Shadows, Murktide Regents, etc., as well as opposing Sanctifier and Vex or Core Firewalkers. We're playing Sanctifier and Vex because overall it's a better card in the meta when you're not playing Darcy in your burn deck. Obviously it's worse in the mirror, but it's still a protection from red creature. Roiling Vortexes because a lot of decks that are problematic for burn are somewhat soft to Roiling Vortex, including the newest iterations of 4-color Rhinos by Doomwake. I don't know how prevalent that deck's going to be, as it is probably the most expensive deck on MTGO. If not, it's pretty bloody close. It's even more expensive than the old 4-color control decks were. It's got everything. It's got all the Cascade spells. It's got Force of Negations. It's got Omnas. It's got all of the free pitch elementals. I know Doomlink went on an incredible tear with it. How good the deck is or not, I don't know. I don't know that I will ever actually play the deck, as it is almost double the cost of my available rental services on Mana Traders. Beyond that, Smash the Smithereens and Wear Tear Split for Hammer Time primarily. Also good against Chalice, and then Deflecting Palm has, the last couple leagues, proven to be quite valuable. Obviously, your deck can play Lyris, don't leave one without it. That said, let's get into some matches. Not here to talk about a deck that I've already kind of explained why we play certain cards, but I did want to give a short overview for those who have not seen the previous videos. So, let's begin. Alright, reveal our Lyris. Hand is reasonable, although we're on the draw, which kind of sucks. So, we will keep. What's up, War Dog? How you doing? Alright, well, this is going to be a rough matchup. I think we're going to struggle in this matchup. Traditionally, kind of a weak matchup for Burn. Especially when our opponent goes turn 2 Dryad. Not sure even if this hand was on the play that would be in very good shape, but Interesting. So no. Transmuting a, yeah, it's Larry West. So they will have whatchamacallit next turn regardless of what we do. So why wouldn't our opponent have played a land if they had one? Curious. Very curious. Talk with Goblin Guides, see if they block with Dryad. Of course, they're going to draw the necessary lands, so we're basically guaranteed to be dead here. Okay. Vortexes are a consideration. These guys are all considerations. Sanctifier doesn't do much. Path, not particularly good. Wear Tear might actually be better than Smash, potentially. Problem is we don't know if they're on the Karn build or not. If they were on the Karn build, it'd be much easier to know whether we want Smash to Smithereens and Wear Tear. Searing Blaze is generally pretty bad in the matchup. They only guaranteed run 8 to 10 creatures between Azusa, Dryad, and Titan. And if you're Searing Blazing a Titan, you're in some trouble anyway. Eidolon's kind of medium in the matchup, as they don't often have to cast a bunch of spells. I think we'll go like this. Wear Terror to be determined. Possible we want it if they're on the Karn build. But I don't know if they even leave Karn in against us or not. This hand's a bit risky because of the one-lander. I do think it's one of our better starts, though. One drop, Rift Bolt if we draw a second land. So I do think we have to risk this style of hand because it is pretty decent against them if we rip a second land on turn 2. Once again, not the best, but this matchup generally has been pretty tough. It is winnable, but their good draws, or their decent draws, frankly, usually beat us. So. Alright, so we're probably dead now, because we didn't hit the land. And we could have mulliganed, but like I said, this is a pretty rough matchup. Opponent has a slow start, and we're not able to capitalize. Maybe I should have mulliganed more aggressively. I don't honestly know. This is the dumb part about Castle of Antris, is they just get to, you know, basically get a painless. Yeah, we're done. All right. So, like, trying to think if there was some way we could get out of this, but they're going to 10. And even if we deflecting palm, they would take 6. I guess double deflecting palm could potentially get there, but they just Valakut us, put us to next turn get double or get Valakut plus another land. Yeah, we're probably just dead to that. So that'd have been an early concession, but generally that's a pretty rough matchup, especially more into the red zone. Which version? Because he has like a billion of them running around, Jan. I don't have time to keep track of all of his various different builds. Generally, his Obosh builds have tended more towards mid-range. I was going to say, his Obosh build tends to be more mid-range. The last build I'm seeing is more of a mid-range build. And it's fine. If you like your red decks to be a little bit grindier and have a little bit more of a long game, you know, get to leverage Blood Moon and Fury and Seasoned Pyromancer. Get to play Bogarden Hellkite. Not Bogarden Hellkite. Hammer of Bogarden. So, I mean, they're fine. They're a different cup of tea. It's been a while since I picked up one. So, oh great, we're against Doomwake. What kind of pile is he on now? Isn't he on the Soul Sisters list? So we're gonna get dumpstered by Soul Sisters. Yeah, I think we're gonna get dumpstered by Soul Sisters. Delightful. This hand is not great, but on the play I do think we keep it, so. Play basic mountain, give away as little as information as possible. The problem, and I can't speak for Hayashi because I just don't know. Okay, apparently he's not on the whatchamacallit deck anymore. Okay. He's on the Metalwork Colossus build. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Depends on how quickly they get whatchamacallit permanence down. I think we hold a land in our hand here. Seems a little bit awkward, but I really want to be able to cash in our Searing Blazes for some value. What's up, Brian? How you doing? The problem with it, Jan, that I could see is the fact that it's very card disadvantage. And his red decks tend to be very much about card advantage, per se. So here we're going to hold up Skullcrack. So what little I know of Metalwork Colossus decks is they tend to do broken stuff with Metalwork Colossus. You need to be able to attack their non-land, non-creature permanents. It doesn't. Depending on the build, there tends to be some things you can Searing Blaze, like Gluttonous, Crane, or some stuff. I'm not quite sure exactly what his build is. You're welcome. Not going to be on terribly long tonight, but I did want to do a short stream at least, because I won't be able to stream on Saturday. Eidolon's probably fine in some numbers. The critics can be a little bit awkward. Not sure how many copies of Whirling Vortex I actually want. You know, watching the voting results was just like a joke. Like, it was like a really bad joke, because I don't think I ever looked at the poll once that it wasn't dead even. Like, every time I looked, it was literally... We probably didn't really want to draw 2 copies of Deflecting Palm, but, you know, whatever. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, he might even appreciate the suggestion. I don't know. But that seems to be... That's more of a mid-range, like, aggro deck than it is a prison deck, but it does certainly have some prison elements. As we found out while playing Living End. If you'd like to take a look at the Living End video that I released today, watch me get stomped by M. Hayashi and Aspiring Spike in back-to-back matches. Because hate cards are a thing. Well, yeah. I think that'd be something more up Fluffy's alley than maybe Hayashi's. But Hayashi might also be more open to the idea, too. So I really wish our opponent would play something that... Just don't know that I can take the time to wear tear here. I really feel like I need to hold up Skullcrack, and I don't think they're going to have any hasty nonsense. Blightsteel is going to come... We're likely going to see Blightsteel coming from a mile away. So, not Blightsteel, Metalwork Colossus. Alright, so they're going to make a big 3/3. I think the last time I saw a Metalwork Colossus deck, it was like mono blue. And was playing like... All right, that's a pretty good one. Okay. I have no idea what's going on. Because I wanted their artifact count to be as high as possible. Because I was literally hoping they were going to smack me with a really large Metalwork Colossus or Urza Saga token and we could Deflecting Palm it. Is literally the only reason I didn't do it. That and blowing up their Ichor Wellsprings would also draw them a card, so we weren't really netting anything per se other than setting them back on their mana count for Metalwork Colossus. Which, once again, you know, we actively wanted a Metalwork Colossus in play so we could Deflecting Palm it. So our game plan was literally let them have a big creature and palm it. But that was the only target that was in play while the first Urza Saga was happening. Because they literally want Ichor Wellspring, make a dude go. There was no other target until after Urza Saga would already have gone off and gotten them the, whatchamacallit. I hope so. I haven't had a chance to see how his stream was going tonight too much. I just happened to have it up on Twitch, and I could see, like, the, I don't have the stream up, but I have the, like, you know, different, like, Doomleg, Squall, Mana Symbol, Avaros, Mateus, Connorman. Like, I can see, you know, like, what they're playing, not necessarily specific cards in the deck, just because, just like someone who's watching my stream knows I'm on Boros Burn. You know, it's kind of one of those things, so. Deep Homes are pretty solid, not gonna lie. Some metas, they're terrible, but other metas, they're a very good card. And right now, the more Urza Sagas you play against, or more Hammer Time decks, generally the better the card is. Always has interesting tension in the Death Shadow metas, because Death Shadow decks frequently have discard spells and or Deflecting Palms. So, you know, different things in different metas make it sometimes a great card, sometimes a bad card. I think Deflecting Palm and I have had about as much of a love-hate relationship as me and Exquisite Firecraft have. It's like one of the, like, top 2 or 3 sideboard cards that have rotated in and out of my thing that aren't, like, necessarily always a burn staple. Opponent must have really had a thought process on their hands there, as long as they tanked on that. Just gonna shock and play a bolt on something. They're a Luris deck, so, you know. They're probably not planning on playing anything on turn 1 then. Okay, so they're a more controlling version, sure. Pirate Spellbomb on 1's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Do I just force them to use a mana this turn? Guess that means they can't dash a monkey. We're going to teach our opponents a very important lesson. It's usually a one of in these Saga decks. I say, come on, deck, give me land. Did do a bolt here. Got the bolt. Got the bolt, we're dead. Oh, don't slow over me. You got it? Show it to me. Nope, okay, command. We're dead to that either way, so whatever. Stupid Magic Online sometimes. Alright. Sanctifier and Vex, pretty good against them. Not great, but it's decent. Deflecting Palm could potentially be okay. Searing Blaze is medium, because it doesn't kill Goyfs and such. Path Exile could be okay. They have Ragavan, Darcy, Tarmogoyf usually, sometimes Scourge or Death Shadow. Unlikely with the Blackleaf Cliffs in their list. But card to be aware of. Turn 2, you could have destroyed the Saga, but you... Huh? Are you talking against, Doomlake? Because I had no way to destroy Saga in my main deck this match. So I'm going to hold a bolt here. If they don't play anything, we're not going to just bolt, but if they play a creature, we're just going to obviously bolt the Dragon Rage Channeler here. It's going to fetch a basic mountain here, because we took a little bit too much damage off of our cute plays last game, so... I don't think we lose to Kolagon's Command last game if I don't take so much damage from... Like, actually getting cute with the Boros Charm, I think, actually kind of cost us the game. Because in the end, Eidolon did 4 damage, Boros Charm would have did 4 damage, but we would not necessarily have had to cast Boros Charm while the Eidolon was in play. So, yeah, I think that was the 2 cute play. I did it more as a lesson to my opponent than actually it being the correct play. Doomblade. All of the kill spells you can play in Magic the Gathering, and you choose Doomblade. Okay. Do I hold up Helix here? Or am I just supposed to empty my hand? Certainly possible. They have Ragavan chilling out in hand. Main phase your removal against burn. Because Boros Charm can blow you out. And too many people forget that lesson. Yeah, sure. Take my Lightning Helix. They get to dash a monkey? Nope, just play a Tarmogoyf, sure. Put up the perfect painless mana base. Okay, does our opponent have a removal spell and a basic to go get with it? Okay, and Holy Heat on top. No, they're just preserving their life total. Now we got a top deck a burn spell. It may have been correct, but... Alright, well, I mean... Hopefully they can't kill their own Tarmogoyf. If they can, they can. It's, you know, whatever. Yeah, Palm's been definitely getting some overtime these leagues. So they haven't shown us anything that we aren't expecting. No, because they're more likely to be able to kill Luris than they are their own Tarmogoyf. Four lands, can't keep this hand. This hand isn't much better, but I do think we keep it. Darcy's annoying. Opponent's got way too much removal in their deck. Having spaces in your name. Interesting. Yeah, but it didn't matter because Tarmogoyf would still kill them with exact damage. So it was more a matter of what creature are they less likely to be able to kill. And God bless it. I was really hoping they didn't have an Inquisition or a Thoughtseize here. Now we're really in some trouble. I don't know why you're tanking. This is a very easy decision. You take the card that neuters your whole deck except for well, actually, it kind of neuters Tarmogoyf too. There you go. You figured it out. Like, I know someone made the comment that I sound irritable when opponents take, like, forever on decisions sometimes. But it's like, my hand has two cards. You take the one that, like, neuters your entire deck. And you don't have to write the cards down because MTGO literally saves the cards for you when you cast a discard spell. It's going to be very hard to beat Double Saga. To be fair, I punted this match away when I got too cute in game 1. So. I mean, this is our only real play, so do they pop the spell bomb or do they just make a dude? Looks like they're just making a dude. Which these are the positions Burn just can't come back from, right? So you definitely could have argued that I should have mulliganed our 6-card hand. It wasn't good. Sanctifier and Vex good against half their deck, but not good against the artifact half, so. Now they get to go and grab. Okay. They not have Shadow Spear? Oh, they just had it in their hand. Okay. So our only realistic prayer here is to draw into Deflecting Palm. I think is our only realistic line for doing anything that matters here. So. What's up, bro? How you doing? Guess we block. Hope to top deck something. I have no idea what. Yep. Alright, well, not the most, gotcha. Not the most impressive run of Burn lately. What did we even play in match number 1? Oh, Amulet Titan, generally a fairly bad matchup for Burn if they have reasonable draws. Doom makes Metalwork Colossus pile, and then coin flip against Jund Ragavan, or Jund Sagavan. So, no, just tired, sick. Been dealing with a recurring chest cough thing, so just wanted to do a short stream tonight. And I punted game 1, so it's kind of whatever. Got a little too cute with our Eidolon and Boros Charm, and we lost a game to Kolaghan's Command that we had no business losing to. So, you know, sometimes you get too cute and get punished for taking the cute plays, so it happens. But I am going to call it a stream there. I'm going to take a hot bath and then go to bed. So hopefully I will have plenty of rest in the morning. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, though. Jan, Brian, Wardog, Alvaro. Is Wardog, Brian. Just make sure I thank everybody for hanging out. Brian, if you send me a list, I will try to work it into the rotation as best as I can. I don't like getting into the habit of playing people's decks too terribly much, because then everybody wants their deck played. But since you've been such a rather large contributor, you and Wardog, I'll look at least giving each of your lists a short spin. I don't know if it's going to be a full league, but I'll at least give your guys' lists a short spin. I will probably stream tomorrow night, but what time, I don't know, because I don't know if I'm going to feel like going to F&M or not. If I go to F&M, it'll probably be around 10:30 at night. If I don't, it'll probably be around similar time to tonight. So, I'll try to announce it if that's something you guys are interested in. But I do plan on finishing this league tomorrow night at the very least. What we do from there will depend on how I'm feeling, etc. So, I will definitely be streaming tomorrow, because Saturday there will not be a stream this week, because I will be heading to my brother's to play some Commander with some friends. So, I hope everybody is enjoying themselves. So, I've certainly been... It's just... my body seems to need more sleep than I've been giving it. I've been giving it like 7+ hours, 6.5, 7 hours sleep a night, and that doesn't seem to be quite enough. So I'm going to try to go to bed at around 10:30 here and sleep till like 7:30, hopefully. So hope everybody has a great evening. And to my brother and his new animal addition to the family, hello. And hope everything is well for everybody. This has been John for MTG Nexus. Hope everybody has a great night.